Hey guys, in this video, I wanted to show this briefly before I toss it out through the recycle bin. So this is the Felfil filament extruder. So I wanted to just kind of talk about the packaging because the packaging on this was actually pretty nice. So it has two boxes. It comes with the filament extruder and also the winder. Now, to be honest, this product is okay. It requires a lot of fiddling with, and there's definitely some improvements that can be done. But I wanted to go ahead and talk about kind of the packaging. So this is very, very nice packaging. So I just wanted to show it because the reason why is I find a lot of people struggle with the packaging of products and having it ship correctly and then survive the shipment. So this, I think also they make both units the same size. So I believe both these boxes are interchangeable. Both can have either unit be inside of it. So you see here, they have the shape of the unit here is kind of like curved corner rectangle is the shape of the unit. And then they have, sheets that go in here. And then they have this thick, multi-ply with some sections in the middle, and they even have a little pull hole to be able to pull it up. And this guy, comes in here pretty thick, so you can see kind of how much support this has. And then it has areas for your cables up here in the top, so you can have kind of its own segment to have this area for your machine here. And then you see they have an edge exclusion here for where it's away from the sidewall. And then I think they had these below. They have these below so it doesn't touch the bottom. And I'm sure one of the changes is the difference between these two units is that one side is kind of missing. So it's not a full system. So basically it's got a control box here, and then over here it doesn't really have anything. So I'm sure they just changed these foam chips to be different sizes, but they have the box standardized. And so when they designed it, they designed the units such that they stay the same size. So yeah, and then they have some cutouts here, I think, to put some things to hold it. But overall, I mean, you can see here pretty robust construction. It's not attached anywhere. It's just cut such a way that it kind of jams itself in there. And so it's held nice and tight. And then you have other areas over here for cables and things like that. So this is a very great way. And you see here, this may be, so here obviously you have a lot of room. So here it has a smaller separation between the sidewall. Also looks like it's got a separate floor over here, and it has these little loops to hold the cables. But here on the back from the outside wall, this is all double walled. Well, at least on this side is double walled. And it looks like they have something in between here too. So yeah, it's actually triple walled. So there's an inner wall, outer wall, and then there's a piece of corrugation in the middle. So here, I mean, this is 2-3 inches here of a segment to keep it from the outside wall. And then over here, obviously, it has this section, and then it has kind of a exclusion where it has all the cables. So overall, I mean, when I got this unit had zero damage issues, and unboxing experience was really good. And obviously very simple, but yet a lot of attention to detail. So here they actually, to make the packaging easier, they made the two boxes the same. So now if we go here, let's look at this one. This one's probably, yeah, this one is in better shape because I kept things more together. So it looks like this one, I think it's bent just a little bit. But you saw how this goes in. So it's just like that. But basically the same thing, as you can see. And also in here, I mean, there's nothing. So it mainly is just keeping it in place. But you can see here, they're the same exact box. Pretty much. And then on the front here, it shows what it is. right? But it's not even checked on mine. So you have the spooler, and then if it's kit or assembled, right? So they can just mark it to be able to tell because the boxes aren't different. But I mean, basically it's the same box. Yeah, it's identical box. Identical box, and you see the packaging, so all the packaging for the cables is there. And then these guys go in here, and then you pop your machine inside of here, and then you make sure it doesn't touch the floor, so you put some foam there, or you can even put corrugation, so you can put like this type of corrugation so the machine doesn't touch the floor either that way. And then you put this on the face of the machine so it doesn't scratch. Also, you want to watch out for scratching. Make sure it doesn't get scratched by the cardboard. And pretty simple to put together. And then this guy comes over and then tabbed it, and you have the tabs. And then you have your logo, single color. So this is a single color logo. All single color screen printing. So very simple, right? Made in Italy. Website talks about recycling, fragile. So they even have all the fragile and everything on the side. So overall, I mean, really, really good packaging, good attention to detail. And you can kind of see the shape of the two units. So the two units are basically identical, but like I said, in here there's some area missing, and so but they made it the exact same dimensions. So they just have to change the foam insert just a little bit to be able to support the different unit depending on what foam insert you have. But use the identical box. So very cool. Wanted to show you guys this because this is a pretty innovative, and like I said, I've done a lot of research in the past, and also a lot of stuff seeing different projects on Kickstarter and things where they've had issues with shipping and things breaking and shipping. We also saw it in that Micron printer analysis that I did. They had issues with the printed parts breaking and shipping. So this one also has printed parts. For example, this piece here is printed. There's an end component that's printed. This piece here is printed. So, you know, a lot of printed parts on here. And all of them came perfect. I think actually I was missing this knob, but this knob wasn't printed. Now, of course, all of this, I'm not endorsing buying this equipment, this piece of equipment. This piece of equipment is just okay. But the packaging is really innovative, really good, thoughtful design. So that's it. Yeah, pretty cool. So if at any point you could obviously pause the video or rewind it and take some ideas on how the packaging looks, and be able to utilize it in some of your products or projects, to be able to get a really good unboxing and positive shipping experience by having things make it there in one piece. Now, one issue, it looks like they made this piece a little long, so it's distorted the cardboard a little bit, but yeah, pretty cool. And from this dimension you kind of figure out these different sizes. And maybe even back some of this up with foam, so I think that's what this is here. Kind of backed up with a piece of foam behind here so this tab can't push towards the wall to keep this from caving in. But yeah, all of this is pretty simple to make. I mean, all of this is either laser cut or drag knife cut or stamped. And it's pretty simple when you only have to stamp or cut in whatever way one design, because your units, both the segments, use the same thing. You can see here, I mean, it tried to escape, but this guy is just too thick to allow it to. And obviously no damage to the foam. So, yep. And then also having a dedicated space for your cables. Keep everything away. Okay, that's it for this video. Let's go ahead and move on.